The Wall by Nancy Castrina. How it came to be. In 1821, Mexico gained independence from Spain. With new land they had received, Texans formed groups known as Texas Rangers in hopes to keep natives from entering their promised land. After the Mexican-American War broke out, the Treaty of Hidalgo was established in 1821. This treaty helped to transfer over 55% of Mexico's territory over to the United States. Due to the outcome, it had formed our current borders between America and Mexico to this present day. The Mexican-American border. The first federal law put into place regarding the immigration was the Chinese Exclusion Act. Chinese were first targets to try and keep out because if they did not meet the standards for education, they would begin to immigrate illegally into the United States. In the late 1880s, Canada passed a tax on immigration. Due to this, many Chinese immigrants had to come through Mexico's border, which was the easiest access to America. Although much of the attention was increased at the border, much attention was not given in regards to Mexican immigrants until the Mexican Revolution broke out. With many immigrants migrating in large numbers, other militias and groups were brought in efforts to detain them, and in 1924 the U.S. established Border Patrol, otherwise known as individuals dedicated to make sure they do everything possible to keep illegal activity from occurring. The geography of the border. The border stretches 3,145 kilometers, which is equivalent to 1,954 miles. It starts from the Gulf of Mexico to the Pacific Ocean. The east coast is Brownsville to Matamoros, and the west coast is San Diego to Tijuana. It is dangerous and most die due to weather conditions one must endure to cross the border. They have nicknamed the San Diego border as No Man's Land. Trump 2016. In 2016, our current president, Mr. Donald Trump, ran for office. He provided many promises for the people of America, but a huge promise he brought to the table was to build the wall, and to make sure he could get as many immigrants back to their homeland. On January 1st of 2017, he was inaugurated into office and would make sure his promises were complete. Immediately after, on the 25th of January in 2017, he ordered for the building of the wall to take place between the border of Mexico and America. President Donald Trump has stated a country without borders is not a country. He, along with many, believe a wall would be a better barricade instead of a fence to keep immigrants from crossing. The wall. The length of the wall is supposed to be 1,900 miles in length, which is equivalent to 3,100 kilometers. Experts say it is believed to cost around $40 billion, and the height of the wall is wanted to be 17 meters. The location is the U.S. and Mexico border, and it is predicted it will take 4 to 20 years to complete, depending on the workers and conditions that interfere, and President Donald Trump would like it to be completed in one presidential term. And here's the video. Pros versus cons. The cons is many could view this as a hate and racist action by Mr. Donald Trump. More deaths would occur. Drug cartels would find more ways possible to achieve their goals of bringing in drugs. More patrols are always going to be needed. Intense labor and lots of time and effort. It is going to be expensive, and it causes hate and disagreements between political groups for those favoring and those against the building of the wall. The pros would be patrolling would be a lot easier. It would be safer for the population. Drug cartels would struggle to import drugs into America, and it would reduce the dangers. And here are some references. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed.